Alright, what is up, guys? I'm back here bringing you a brand new video, and as you guys saw in the last video that I uploaded, I finally got my first powerlifting meet in, and I couldn't be more excited with how it turned out. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking to you guys about the whole experience, how I felt, how I performed, and everything that was going on through my mind during the meet, and what's going on with my mind now. So I'm pretty excited when I talk about this stuff, so if I get my words jumbled up or if my thoughts go all over the place, my apologies in advance. But when I'm excited about something, sometimes I tend to get a little crazy with how I talk. So let's get into the morning of the meet. So I remember I woke up at like 3:30 in the middle of the night, guys, 3:30 a.m. and I believe I went to bed around 9:30. So I intentionally went to sleep extremely brutally early because I wanted to get as much sleep as I possibly could. And I woke up at 3:30 and couldn't go back to sleep, so I woke up at 3:30. So I was pretty nervous that I stayed up because at 6 a.m. I got to the point where it was 6 a.m. I was like, fuck, dude, like, what if I'm really tired during the meet? But then just as the day progressed, I was like, dude, I'm so hyped. I'm on cloud nine that I'm going to this meet. I've been wanting to compete for so long that I'll have enough energy for the whole thing, and I did. So that was the first thing. I woke up at 3:30. I remember weighing myself. I was 198.9 that morning, I believe, and I was looking over there because that's where I put all my weigh-ins every morning, which I'll show you guys after this. But so I was 98.9, and that was a pretty good weigh-in. So I ended up eating my breakfast around 9. I actually had a meal prep the night before. I meal prepped 2 meals of steak, so meal 2 and meal 3 for me, and then I ended up cooking eggs the morning of the meet day, and I brought that with me, and then I brought cranberry juice and carrot juice. So I brought two meals of steaks, carrot juice, kiwis, and eggs and cranberry juice. So we were driving to the meet, and then around 9:30 a.m. we stopped by Starbucks because my older brother was hungry and my mother wanted coffee, so they both got their stuff, and I decided to have my meal there because that's what the time that I normally have my first meal anyways, which is around 9:30. So I had my first meal. I had eggs, and my coach actually told me not to drink anything just to be on the safe side, because when I drink, my body holds on to the water because I'm a big dude. That's what he told me. And so I postponed any drinking. I was pretty dehydrated, but after the weigh-ins, I drank a lot and I rehydrated myself as much as I could, and I felt really good after that. So then, okay, we got there. We got to the place, like to the school, at around, I want to say 11:30, and the weigh-ins were at 12. So I was watching. When I got there were the female competitors, so I was just watching them and kind of on my phone. My coach, I met up with my coach. We had a conversation, talked about everything that I needed to do and stuff like that, just preparing myself. Then the weigh-ins came in at 12. After the weigh-ins, I drank, like I said, and then after I drank and after the weigh-ins, 20 minutes or so after, I started squatting. I started warming up. I did my warm-ups, and then I squatted, and then so every person that I was competing with started squatting at around 12:30/1, around that time. And then after I squatted, I ate another meal. By the way, for squat, my goal was to hit something above 501, which was a state record. I was planning on breaking it, but my coach was picking the numbers, and he saw my second attempt, and he decided on 501. And that 501 was pretty much a grind, so I don't think I had that much more in me on the squat. That's for the squat. After the squat, I was pretty hyped with that 501. Obviously, 500 was my goal, so I'm really hyped with that. It's still a huge PR because I've never hit anything above 475 prior to the meet, so it's a massive PR. So after that, I ate my second meal, which was a steak and kiwis, and then we jumped at the bench after like 30-40 minutes. And then on bench, everything was feeling amazing on bench. Everything was flying the fuck up, and I was really excited on bench. My opener was 300. My second attempt was 325, but my coach told me that the second attempt was going to be 314 or something like that, something along the lines of 314, 315. And I was expecting that weight, I guess, for some reason. Like, I feel like it shouldn't even matter, but that second attempt ended up being a lot more difficult than it should have been. That was like a pretty, like, I was like, that was a grind. So that led him to making the decision to just go to 330 for the third attempt. But when 330 rolled around, guys, I literally have never hit a PR that fast in my entire life, guys. Like, 330 flew off my chest. I'd say that was literally RPE 7. I have so much more in me for a max, but he ended up deciding 330. I honestly believe I had more than 340 in me, which would have broken the state record for bench. So I believe I could have broken the state record for bench. All right, then I ate after bench, I ate my next meal, which was steak again and carrot juice. And then after that, I felt really good, actually. I didn't really lose much energy. Most people are like worn out on deadlifts, but I felt pretty damn good. And then I started warming up with deadlifts. Deadlifts felt really good. Deadlifts actually felt, the warm-ups, when I got to 405 and 455, it actually felt pretty shitty, actually. Everything part of that felt really good, but for some reason it felt really damn heavy. I guess it's just because I'm not used to the plates. So, yeah, I mean, those were the warm-ups, and then I jumped into my first attempt, 480. 480 flew, and my coach and I were like, oh yeah, this is looking good. Like, the warm-ups were pretty shitty, but damn, when you're on that stage, man, there's so much adrenaline in you. So then we moved to 501. 501 flew as well, and then we ended up hitting 523, which flew as well, and I think I could have had more than 523 in me, which means I could have broken the state record. So I tied 2 state records. I tied the squat record and the deadlift record, and the bench, I obviously was way behind, but I was like 10 pounds behind, but like you guys saw, that shit flew. So overall, 9 white lights. Want to thank my coach very much, because I would have been fucked without him. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I would have been completely fucked. I have no clue how to convert pounds to kilos, and the plates were all funky. That isn't the only reason. He guided me through, warming up and claiming a squat rack and deadlift bar, or the bar for deadlifts and the bench for bench during the warm-ups. Like, he just guided me through the whole thing and made it way easier than if it were me just being there alone. So big thanks to him, and of course all the prepping towards the meet. And I hit huge PRs regardless. All right, so now we're gonna get into my mindset during the whole thing. The first thing that that started running through my mind is I started paying attention to everyone around me, and I was like, this is dope. Like, this is pretty dope. They were playing some good ass rock music, some heavy metal, and everyone looked so intense, so hyped to hit some PRs, and everyone just there had like pretty much the same mindset as me, and like they have the same goals as me. So it was really nice, like, surrounding myself with people that are very similar. And I started talking to some people. Shout out to 2 competitors that were there, Nick Birdseye and Jonathan Laudon. Those 2 guys came together to compete, and they actually live where I live, which is pretty dope. And they actually train at a gym that I'm switching to in about a month. So probably going to be seeing some videos with them. Big shout out to them. They competed very well, and I was kind of talking to them a little bit during the meet, and it was pretty dope, just talking to people about, the thing that you love to do, and they're all there for the same thing. So that was pretty dope. That was the first thing that I noticed, like, everyone there that was there for the same thing. The next thing that was on my mind, guys, is like, I was fucking hyped. Like, I was on cloud 9 with the warm-ups on squat. Like, first when I squatted, dude, I literally knew I was gonna hit a PR, and I was hitting PRs the whole day, basically. Hit a PR on squat, hit a PR on bench, hit a PR on deadlift. So like, it was a day full of PRs. After that, my endorphins were through the fucking roof. You can ask some people that I was texting prior to that, some of my friends. I was fucking, I was feeling myself. So So yeah, just a genuine good experience. I can't wait to compete again. I can't wait to squash those records next time, because I'm still going to be a teen 2 in my next competition. I'm going to be 17. My coach said to wait another year before I compete, so that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking with him. Right now, my training block, I'm on a bodybuilding, more of a bodybuilding block for a month or two, and then we'll get back into strength training. But for right now, I'm strengthening. The biggest things I'm focusing on right now are strengthening my core, strengthening my erectors, and just building some mass, because I'm on a bodybuilding phase. So yeah, right now where my head's at, I can't wait to break. I know for sure I'm going to break the Florida State records for teen 2 93 kilogram, and I can't wait to like qualify for other meets, possibly Raw Nationals. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. For right now, I'm on a bodybuilding phase. I know I haven't recorded a video in the gym, like a full workout, in a pretty long time. I'll be getting to that soon. I'm also switching to another gym, like I mentioned in the previous videos. And yeah, so just wanted to give this video out to you guys, you know, my thoughts and reflections on the meet. And I'm excited, guys. I'm very happy with how I ended up during the meet, 9 wide lights. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.